Hi there and welcome to another workout. Today we're going to do lower body. That will also include upper body a tiny bit because it's always good to try and get everything moving. We're going to do 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. You don't need any equipment. If you want to make it harder, then you can use dumbbells, you can use a couple of water bottles. Make sure you've got nice space for you to get the workout going. There's going to be 30 seconds of the exercise, 20 seconds rest, and I'll try and explain why we're doing each individual exercise. So without further ado, let's press this. We're going to use that just to do a little warm up to get your heart rate up, get your joints moving, get yourself ready for your lower body workout. So I hope you're enjoying yourself at home working along or wherever you are following this. Make sure you've got a lot of space. If at any point you feel any pain or it's a bit too difficult for you, then just stop and have a rest and wait for the next exercise to come along. I will try and show you things where you can advance it or make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to have a little jog. Now normally this would be the 20-second rest, but I just want to get us nice and warmed up. And then the first thing we're going to be doing is an air squat. It's called an air squat because there's no weights. If you want to add weights straight away you can, but I just suggest that you use the air squats to warm yourself up. Okay, so here we go. So you try and make sure that your thighs are parallel to the ground as you go down. If you've got that mobility, that's great. Now, when you come up, you can come all the way up if you want to, but I tend to stop slightly so your thighs are under tension for longer. And this is where you could have weights in your hand if you wanted to. But this is your air squat, getting your lower body prepared for what's ahead. So this is the 20-second rest. Next thing we're going to do is a lunge. Now a lunge is very often demonstrated going forwards, but I tend to find if you do a reverse lunge, it's slightly better for the knees. And the point is that we're going to lunge back on our right leg, that this knee is going down towards the ground. And your torso is nice and straight. Again, if you wanted to have weights in your hand to make this harder, you can. You could just hold weights here. Some people do a bicep curl while they lunge if you want to do full body, or you can get really heavy weights if you really want to hit your lower body hard. So that's my right leg there doing a reverse lunge. So you want to move forwards, backwards and sideways whenever you're doing any exercise. So we're going to go down and up, we're going to move to the side, maybe a little bit of rotation. And now we're going to do our left leg with a reverse lunge. So are you ready? As soon as that gets to green, we're going to do 20 seconds reverse lunge with our other leg. So my knee travelling down towards the ground and my torso is staying upright. I'm looking straight ahead. Like I say, if you wanted to have weights in your hand, you could have weights. If you want to include your upper body without any weights, you can just do the movement. So you don't have to get your knee to touch the ground. And there you go, that's your reverse lunge. Next thing we're going to do is a touchdown squat. This is a thing that will get your body doing slight rotation as we squat down. If you can't touch the floor, don't worry. We're going to go into a squat position, we're quite wide. And we're going to squat and touch the floor. So that's why it's called a touch down squat. Now don't worry if you can't get to touch the floor. That's okay, you're getting some movement there. And some people like to go to their opposite foot. But a touchdown squat tends to be this way. And that just ensures that your squat is going as deep as possible. So now we're going to do a sideways motion. So we're going to move across and have this leg straight. Okay, we're going to move across and make this leg straight. And we're going to do 30 seconds that way and 30 seconds the other way. We'll talk about how you can also make this a bit harder if you want to. So we're just going down. This is staying nice and straight. So this is a lateral lunge. Again, weights if you want to make it slightly harder. and all we're doing is going out to the side. If your range of motion is restricted, you can just go out slightly that way. Again, you could increase the overall work by adding a bicep curl if you want to. So now we're going to go and lunge over to this way. This is a lateral motion, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. So always remember, you can have dumbbells, you can have water bottles. If you need a rest now, you can have a rest, and you can miss this if you find it too difficult. So we're lunging and lunging. So let's imagine we've got some weights. We could be putting them down, one dumbbell one side of the foot, one on the other. Okay, or you could do a bicep curl. If you're feeling really brave, want to get more out of your workout. And if your mobility is a little bit restricted, then you can do that. So now we're going to do a little bit of jumping. Okay, so when you jump, that's actually quite good for your ankles and for your knees and your hips. But you don't have to really jump too far. We're just talking a little jump, and then into a squat.
3, 2,
okay, so gentle jump into a squat. Into a squat. So that's all I'm doing, just a little jump into a squat. Little jump into a squat. Here we go. Now what's happening there is you're moving your foot, your ankle and your knee joint. All your thighs are getting a workout. And we were going what's called the sagittal plane, working forwards, and now we're going to work laterally by doing a jump out and a jump back. You will feel this in your thighs, so make sure that you make the most of the rest. Here we go, out, then back, out, and back. To make this harder, you can do it as a continual motion. So we're going out, and back, out, and back. So you can make this as explosive as you like. If your mobility is a little bit restricted, you can just go side to side if you want to. Now we're going to do a lunge as we learned earlier with a kick. Imagine there's a door there that you don't want to touch for whatever reason, and you're just trying to open the door with your foot. So that it's the knee coming up and a slight flex out. Down, push out. Down, push out. Push out. Now, if the lunge is making it too difficult, just bring your knee up and push out. Knee up, then push out. So there's two different ways to do this, but it is trying to get your leg to go all the way back and then all the way forward. And that way you'll have more range of motion in your hip. So you can probably hear I'm breathing a bit heavier, which is good. My muscles are demanding oxygen. That's why I'm breathing. Now I shouldn't really be talking right now, but that's how PTs know if the workout is hard. It's the perceived rate of exertion or the perceived rate of effort, however you want to look at it. If someone can hardly talk, they're probably working hard. I've been talking too much and using up some of my valuable oxygen for my muscles in chatting too much. So again, if you're super fit, then you can add weights and you could do some bicep curls. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a lunge, a three-way lunge, which is to the front, to the side, and then reverse. And we're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. So a little lunge to the front, little lunge to the side, and a little reverse. To the front, to the side, and a reverse. And yes, you can use weights if you want to. And this is really opening up the hip, and you're 3D sculpting your body to the front, to the side, to the reverse. Now we're going to do the other leg, and you'll be pleased to know that's the end of the lower body workout. Once we've done this last leg, we might have a little stretch, we might do some things just to limber up a little bit more. Hope you're enjoying it. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Here we go. It's to the front. So you could have dumbbells, you could have water bottles, you could add bicep curls, you could go lower. I've got limited space here. All our videos are really designed for normal people with limited space at home. You can do this workout in the gym, obviously, if you wanted to. There you go. So now we're just going to limber up the lower body with a toy soldier kick. Some people can't get that high. You'll have to do that. Or you can bring your elbows to your knees. We're just going to finish with 30 seconds of that, and then we're going to stop the workout and hope that you can make a comment down below. Hope you enjoyed it. Here we go. If you want to go really fast, you can. Really kick out. Get that heart rate up, knowing that in about 10 seconds you're going to have a rest. We're going to shake our body out and feel great that we've done this fantastic lower body exercise. Hope you enjoyed it. Here we go. Please like it, please share it, please subscribe, and we will see you again for another workout.